All right, world. Hope everything's been well for everybody else. Mine has been doing better. As you can see, I now have a haircut. Thank God I don't look like a hip anymore. Why we were able to do today's video is some miscommunication in regards to work today. So I finally have a minute to work on something of my own, which does not happen often anymore. As you can see behind me, there is JP, my Jurassic Park Explorer, the 1993 Ford Explorer that I acquired in a trade. So at this point, what is going on with JP? I don't know if you can really see it, and I'll do my best to show it to you. As you can see, the stickers for Jurassic Park have faded pretty hardcore, especially the one on the hood, which this doesn't surprise me being as it gets a lot of heat from the engine. And also the stickers on the side are looking kind of haggard. They're all coming apart. Today's video, I'm going to show you what it takes to get the old ones off. It's not an easy task. And then I'm going to show you what it takes to put it on. I'm only going to show you on one of the stickers, and it'll be the one on the hood. That one, because once I show you one, it's the same process to going through all of them, and you don't need to see it. So I'll show you how to do it on the hood. After the hood, I will show you the final product of the hood, and then I'm going to turn the camera off. And unless some drama comes about in me doing it, then you probably won't see me doing the rest of it. Also, quick note, these lights, the hexagon ones, are fantastic. I've had a lot of people ask me about them, mainly because they're all over the internet nowadays. I love them. I have them up here as well. And as soon as things get a little bit more stable, there's going to be some up here. And I need to put a fan in my shop, by the way. Short version of the shop. I've shot 2 videos on it. For whatever reason, I keep losing audio. Maybe it's just God's world telling me I don't need to put that rant on the internet, which is fine. So I'm not going to do it. It's a new shop. I had it built at my house. It took about 6 months. Long story short, from start to finish, it was a nightmare. Do your research on it. I'm not going to go through it because, like I said, it's been nothing but a nightmare for me to try to make the video. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's the world saying not to do it. So back to this thing. So the thing I would recommend to start with, if you live in a great state where it's sunny like I do in the state of Florida, leave it out in the sun for a while. Let the sticker get hot. It'll come off easier because once you get the sticker off, and then there's getting the glue off underneath, and I will show you a couple tricks. One thing I'm going to point out very quickly is they sell a rubber wheel that goes on like the end of a drill. That is one of the easiest ways to get it off. However, the problem with that in this is when the gentleman before me painted it, he didn't do a very good job prepping it. Prep on a paint job is everything. If you don't prep a car nice, yeah, it'll look fantastic for a while, but what can happen is paint will start peeling like here, down here, because it wasn't prepped right. All along the edges are flaking off. And that is because when he prepped it, he didn't scuff up the paint underneath it good enough. And then on top of that, he didn't go back before the paint had fully cured and take the tape off. I find going back before the paint has fully dried to take the tape off and detape the car is the best way to do it. That way the paint can still adhere. I've had really good luck with that way, and that's the way I'm going to continue to do it. So yeah, a rubber wheel on the end of a drill is the best way to get that stuff off. It comes off flying colors. It comes off super easy. But if it's an aftermarket paint job, in other words, somebody painted it after it was from the factory, the rubber wheel can sometimes take paint off, and I'm not willing to take that gamble on this paint because I really don't want to do it. Before you ask, yeah, I have the capabilities. Matter of fact, while we're on that subject, we're going to walk you over to the Miata. Okay, so you guys remember the Miata that I was painting. I didn't do a video on it. I rushed through it and got it done. I had to park it outside in the past couple of weeks, so there's like some dirt on it, but here it is. As you can see, it came out very nice. Yes, I painted all of it. There's a couple flaws. This right here being one of them, but that's in the hard top, and I didn't get told to fix it. Another spot was here where I had a water droplet hit. So, but as you can see, the paint came out very, very, very nice. It is a Nardo gray Audi color, and this is actually a Chevy black. But you can see it came out really nice. And I know videos usually make stuff look better. No, I'll be honest with you. That's how it came out. It came out fantastic. Super proud of that car and how it came out. But okay, now that little excerpt's done, back to JP. All right, cool. So we're back in the shop, thank God. It's hot out already. So a couple things that I recommend you use. A, make sure you have your new stickers, which I do. Somewhere over the rainbow. At any rate, they're right there behind you. Ta-da! Make sure you have your new stickers, make sure they're the same dimensions. If you're replacing old ones, which I am, which just came from the same company that made these stickers, hoping I get them to last a little bit longer. I don't know how long they were on there before, so there's no telling. So yeah, so obviously new stickers. I would recommend a heat gun, an actual heat gun, or a hair dryer, worst case scenario, but a hair dryer really doesn't get as hot. Plastic razor blades, yes, they sell them, yes, they exist. And then a squeegee of some sort that has either a felt tip or just a regular squeegee of some sort will work just fine, which is probably what I'm gonna use. But I know I have a felt tip one somewhere, I just gotta find it. So the other thing that you're gonna need is a lot of motivation and a lot of time. This is super time consuming, which is why I've been putting it off. And then on top of that, you gotta have the motivation and time to do it, and I don't really have it a lot of times. I still don't really have it right now, but I'm going to Orlando this weekend to see friends of mine that I haven't seen in a while, so I kind of want to drive this. And if those of you who don't know about Orlando, there's Universal Studios, there's Disney, so yeah, I want to take something flashy, and it has air conditioning, it has heat, so it's kind of, well, why not? It gets terrible fuel economy though. So yeah, I want to take this over there, which is kind of the reason I want to make this look better. Anyways, so after you get to, so there's time, motivation, more time, more motivation, plastic razor blades, the squeegee, and then on top of that, you're gonna need something to take the glue off. There's a couple different things you can use. Well, there's a lot of different things you can use. There's Goo Gone, but I don't have a lot of luck with it. There's Brake Clean, which I'm gonna try, but Brake Clean can be a little sketchy. And then the ever expensive gas. Yeah, gas can take off glue depending on the surface. And gas isn't as corrosive, maybe the word. It won't eat paint. So it'll take off the glue that's there and make it better. So let's get to work. Hi. Oh, last thing, water. Drink lots of it, or in my case, Arnold Palmer's. So like I said, this sticker pretty much just wants to flake. But if it doesn't come off real easy, get a heat gun. Also, when you're using a heat gun, be very gentle on the amount of heat you put to the paint, especially since this paint is not done well. Trying to get out of y'all's way. This paint is not done well. So it kind of, I'm a little terrified to do this, and there was a debate of just being a complete hack and sanding this down and putting the sticker over it. And I'm not gonna lie, if I go into this sticker and that happens, I will probably just sand all the edges down and I'll probably just put the sticker over it, in which case, sorry. Okay, so I went and grabbed a heat gun. I even know where stuff is in the new shop. That's the one I use, mainly because I have it. I bought it a long time ago. The big thing with it is it's got adjustable heat ranges on the backside and adjustable fan speed. So it's kind of nice, so you can adjust all that. So, it's gonna burn some sheet off. The way I do it is I like to start to see this sticker bubble. The best part is you'll smell it. And then start peeling it. Now, this is where a plastic razor blade comes in. If you have sensitive hands, you put the plastic razor blade underneath where you just heated up. And you can just push on it and peel it. Yeah, plastic razor blades exist, believe it or not. I don't like using them. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. So what can happen, and this is why prepping paint jobs is everything. Underneath, that is the paint from the truck, and this is why I've been avoiding this. This is what happens when you don't prep something properly. So now I need to make sure to put the sticker on in the exact same place and make sure it's okay. But that's what happens when you have poor prep on paint. I'm going to fast forward through all this so that way you guys can not have to watch every single step of taking this off. It's literally how I do it every single time. You will see I'll show you when I'm done what it looks like underneath, because you'll see the paint has come off heavily. This is why I've been avoiding this. All right, world. Hello again. This is me coming from the After Effects. So real quick, I took this video down originally and I edited it again. Why? Some people thought I was bashing the original owner. Okay, I get it. The flip side of this whole thing is I understood when I bought the truck, or when I did the trade for the truck rather, that the paint job was his very, very, very first paint job and he was still learning. When I just mentioned the prep, want to make it very clear, I am just emphasizing that prep is key, nothing else. That is it, that is all. Hello again. All right, mic's back on. So, as you can see, paint is peeled, paint is peeled, paint is peeled, paint is peeled. Okay, so as I was doing it, I noticed if I got it even a tick too hot, and I mean, I like to get vinyl sticker just when they're starting to bubbling, it would take the paint up. Paint shouldn't do that. Once again, folks, this is bad prep. And as you can see underneath, the paint is nice, and the prep is nice and smooth, and you can't see any scratches. That's how you know it wasn't prepped right, because you should be able to fill a little bit so that way the paint has something to stick to. Ran over. Anyways, so as you can see, there's still, this is all glue. That was the one that the sticker was peeling up. So what am I using? I am using brake cleaner for the time being. It is from O'Reilly's. No, this is not sponsored by O'Reilly's. No, I'm not getting paid by O'Reilly's. But hey, if they see this video and they happen to want to sponsor me, hey man, I'm good with just brake cleaner. So the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna spray some on a rag, which this is a microfiber, and I'm gonna just give it a little test spot, because I don't know how this paint's gonna react to it. And as you can see, it comes up rather easily with just brake clean. So I'm not gonna use gas. Gas works, but I prefer to use gas on stuff that I actually really care about. So the other thing is, as I'm sitting here whacking on and whacking off onto this glue, all those spots with the paint peeled, you should, ideally, you should sand them down so they're straight, so you can't really feel the lip. Am I going to? Absolutely not. Why? I'm lazy. No, for real, why I'm not gonna do it? This paint is not great, I know it. I will eventually have to repaint this vehicle when I have time, motivation, and money. Time, motivation, ambition. No, how's it go? Time, money, and ambition to do it. And that is far and few between anymore. Plus, on top of that, I don't really know how much longer I'm going to keep this thing. My wife has any say so, or keep it forever, but well, she's not wrong, and she has a really large say-so. I'll also be honest, this thing is, it's a 1993 Explorer, which, by the way, coming to find out, I found out how many miles is actually on this thing, thanks to Carfax. And this is unheard of out of an Explorer, so I'm a little bit, I'm a lot of it. What do you mean I'm talking about a little? What the hell's wrong with me? A lot of surprised. This thing has 362,000 miles on it. Which is impressive all on its own, because it's a square body Explorer. And I use square body not because you use Chevy, guys. Calm your tits. Because it is a square. They sell rounded ones, and everybody gets confused, and yada yada, so on and so forth. By the way, it's not a Jeep. I'm tempted to put that sticker. Speaking of which, I need to put a sticker across the front windshield that I've been wanting to put on it. Anyways, so yeah, this is me going on a rant while I'm sitting here wiping off glue and talking to myself and wondering why I've made such wonderful life decisions to own a 1993 Ford Explorer that's been lifted and has all kinds of crap in it. Anyways, all right, guys, you get the gist. I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'm gonna get all this glue off. That way you guys can stop hearing me rant. See you, bye. And we're back. Okay, so another thing I forgot to mention, soapy water. So as you can see, it is not perfectly flat. I got all the glue off that I'm gonna get off. You will see all these little spots will all show through the sticker. To be blunt, my phone's gonna go off like normal. This is kind of the beater vehicle for me. I use it mainly to literally go grocery shopping. We yank down trees with the winch. It's kind of the beater in my family. It's not that I have anything against the vehicle. It really, to be honest with you, has been fairly reliable. It's a 1993 Ford Explorer, folks. If you want it, shoot me an email. I'll sell it to you. This thing, you have to give me like $6 grand for it, to be honest. AC, heat, everything works in it. The only leak it has is a valve cover gasket. AC it's got a James Duff 6-inch lift on it. Tires are okay, brakes are new because I put them on. So yeah. Anyways, back to the new sticker. As you can see, I've had these for a while because I really haven't had the time to get to this. So you want to get you want to get this completely as clean as possible. Like I got all the glue off with the brake clean. You can also use gas, like I said. I usually also take a rag and your soapy water, and I wipe it down again. If not, you're going to see little dirt specks if you don't. Not that it, like I said, you're going to see this is going to be, you'll see that underneath it, which normally I would fix this with some form of paint, but since the stickers go over it, I really genuinely don't care. So that's what's happening with this. So these stickers are a little different. I will put a liberal amount of soap water down and then use that. And then usually I would outline it with tape where you want the sticker to be. Like if you wanted like these corners right here, I would put a piece of tape there, so you know it. But fortunately, I have a guide from a sticker. Anyways, edit that all out. So here we go. Take the sticker off. And what I do, thankfully enough, I have a building. I hose the back side of it because this will have a tendency to want to stick to stuff. And also, vinyl or stickers like to stick to themselves pretty hardcore. So, soapy water prevents it. And then we will get rid of that. Spray some soapy water down there. And then we will put this on and kind of get it in its place. When you use soapy water, the nice thing is you can kind of move it around and get it right back to where it was or where you want it to be. And that's about where I want it to be. So, what I like to do is obviously pick it up like so. I like to spray a little bit on the sticker. And then I am using a squeegee that has a little foam piece just because it's better for the sticker. And then kind of just work it out. Just walk it out. The other fun part is, oh, that's right where that is, yep. So you'll see this is the spot where all that, my phone, man. If I ever need that phone to go off, I'm just gonna start making a YouTube video. You kind of want it to go over this. You're gonna have little pockets of soap and water and all that. And what you wanna do after, if this was really high quality stuff, which it's not, it would have the breathable air stuff, the breathable vinyl. But it does not. So this is how I kind of do it. And I will go back with the heat gun that hopefully you have. And then I will kind of work out some of the air pockets and or spots that have water, and it'll kind of shrink it, like over this little part over here in the middle, it'll shrink it a little bit, which needs to happen. So yeah, and that's how I put it on. Like I said, you'll see spots like right, let me see if I can get you in here. Right on the ridge right here, you'll see little spots, and up here. But up here is also where that spot is. But I'll show you. I use the heat gun at a very low setting. And you'll actually start to see it move. And then that's how you fix it. You just literally, that's it. You go over it and it will go away. But if you get too hot, you'll actually melt the sticker. So be careful with it. And then also remember, this sticker, there's still water underneath it. So don't be aggressive, hardcore with this, because the sticker will want to move. Then just wipe it off. And you will see tiny little bubbles. They will go away over time as the heat outside gets to it. It's inevitable. You did put water underneath it. Just do your best to get them out without being crazy. Because if you're doing this, you're stupid to begin with. No, just kidding. But it'll happen. You'll see spots. Oh yeah, and I have spots where underneath the paint came up. But, so there you go. There's the semi-finished product. Like I said, you can see the spot right where my paint was peeling. Not a lot I can do about it. The sticker will even out over time with all these little tiny bubbles. It's kind of like getting your windows tinted, but also underneath this is also where those spots were. But they'll all come out. It'll look halfway decent. And besides that, man, it's a beater. So, all right, guys. I am going to go do the sides. It's going to take longer because they're bigger. Hopefully they come off better. Hopefully they don't take as much paint. So, in the meantime, I'll shoot an outro once it's all done, because I have 2 on each big, gigantic ones on the doors, and then I have the quarter panel ones, which I'm actually changing the numbers on, because I'm going to the numbers that me and my wife and I go with. So, all right, guys, stay tuned. All right, world. We're all done. I also did a window regulator, and that was a fight for itself. But at any rate, also before you all roast me, I know that's supposed to be 05. I changed it. So yeah, there you go. Also, I'm still trying to figure out a window banner. Something to put across the top. I haven't figured out what. If you have any suggestions, make it Jurassic Park themed, please. Do not make it some wild and crazy shenanigans. Not that any of my friends would ever do such a thing. So, yeah. In the meantime, guys, get out there, enjoy life. It's way too short, as I've said in the past. Yes, it's based on personal experiences. So, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. I cannot do that and tell you guys to do that enough. Once I get to the point where I'm actually making money at this, you'll see more stuff if you enjoy it, which obviously you do because I keep gaining subscribers, so I'm doing something right. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing something. So, like I said, guys, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It doesn't take a minute, doesn't cost you a dime. You just push a button, and if you hit the like button, it helps the channel a lot. I'm sitting in the AC because it's hot as crap outside. So, yeah, guys, thanks for all your support, for your continue people that the people that continue watching and keep watching these videos. I really appreciate it. Those of you who know me know that I'm trying to do this on the side to make a little bit of money. So, all right, guys, if you want to see more videos on how I do stuff and how I repair things, by all means. The other thing is, you know, I do repair vehicles, race cars, apparently build food trucks in Florida. So if you need any of that stuff done, give me a shout at southpawcustoms2020@gmail.com. I'll put a thing in the screen that says it. Yeah. All right, guys, get out there, enjoy life. It's too short.